Welcome back to the all TYBSc student in our next lecture, that is the chapter first, unit 1.1, mechanism of organic reaction. So first point is use of curved arrows. So what is the use of curved arrows? The arrows generally used in the organic reactions to indicate the transfer of the electrons. Okay, so there are two types of curved arrows, the double barbed arrows or the single barbed or fish hook arrows. Okay, so double barbed arrows indicates the movement of pair of electron, and the single barbed or fish hook arrow indicates the movement of single electron. Okay, म्हणजे काय, तर ॲरो डबल बार्ब्ड असेल तर याचा अर्थ काय, पेअर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉनची मुव्हमेंट होते. जर ॲरो फिश हुक टाईप ॲरो असेल, दॅट इज सिंगल बार्ब्ड ॲरो असेल, तर मुवमेंट ऑफ सिंगल इलेक्ट्रॉन होते. सो व्हॉट इज यूज ऑफ दिस टू ॲरोज? द एक्झाम्पल इज होमोलायटिक बॉन्ड फिशन अँड द हेट्रोलायटिक बॉन्ड फिशन. सो होमोलायटिक बॉन्ड फिशन, दॅट इज द होमोलायसिस. The covalent bond breaks such that each fragments get one electron from the shared pair of electron. So as you can see here, the A and B bonded with covalent bond having the two electron. Okay, then the homolysis take place and the formation of free radicals, that is the fragment A gets one electron and fragment B gets one electron. Okay, so each fragment gets one electron from the share pair of electron and formation of free radical take place. So this formation of free radicals indicates by the fish hook arrows, because each fragment gets a single electron, that is the movement of single electron. Okay, now the heterolytic bond fission is there, that is the heterolysis. So covalent bond breaks such that one of the fragments gets both the electron from the shared pair of electrons. For example, here is the A and B again bonded with covalent bond with two electrons, and the both two electrons moves towards the atom, that is the fragment B, giving the negative ions. So in the heterolytic bond fission, there is a formation of ions take place. Okay, remember always, homolytic bond fission, that is the homolysis, gives free radical, and the heterolytic bond fission, that is heterolysis, gives ions. So ion A contains positive charge, that is the electron deficient, and ion B contains negative charge, that is the electron rich. Why electron rich? Because the both electron from the shared pair of electron moves towards the fragment B, so that fragment B is electron rich having the negative charge. Okay, now the next is distinction between transition state and intermediate. So transition state generally forms in one step reaction, that is the first reactant first changes into transition state, and then the transition state convert into the product. So one step reaction generally involves transition state, and the two step reaction generally involves intermediate. So reactant first converts into intermediate, the intermediate then converts into the product. So what is the difference between transition state and intermediate? Transition state is an transient unstable combination of reactants which do not have a definite molecular structure. Okay, while the intermediate is short-lived charged or uncharged species having definite molecular structure and shape. म्हणजे थोडक्यात काय, तर ट्रान्झिशन स्टेट जी आहे ती अनस्टेबल असेल आणि अनस्टेबल असल्यामुळेच त्याला काय आपण करू शकत नाही, डेफानेट मोलिक्युलर स्ट्रक्चर असू शकत नाही. पण जर तुम्ही इंटरमिडिएटचा विचार केलात तर इंटरमिडिएट इट इज अन स्टेबल. सो इंटरमिडिएट हॅव डेफानेट मोलिक्युलर स्ट्रक्चर्स. ओके. So in exam generally the asking question is the difference, that is the distinguish between the transition state and the intermediate. So first distinguish between the transition state and intermediate is transition state, it is not definite molecular species, it is, while the intermediate it is an definite molecular species. Okay. Second one is it is an imaginary structure, but the intermediate is it is definite structure and shape. The third one is it has high energy and least stable, while the intermediate is it has less energy than transition state and slightly more stable than the transition state. So as you know, higher the energy, lesser the stability, and lesser the energy, more the stability. So intermediate is more stable as compared to the transition state. Okay. So fourth point is transition state cannot be isolated, while the intermediate isolated under the special condition. The fifth point is it is formed in all reaction, that is the transition state is formed in the all reaction, while the intermediate forms only in the multi-step reaction. Okay. So remember one thing always, transition state is highly unstable, they do not have a definite molecular structures, while the intermediate is short-lived but having a definite molecular structure and shape. The intermediate have lesser energy and more stability as compared to the transition state. So example of transition state is SN2 mechanism, and the example of intermediate the SN1 mechanism. There is the formation of a carbocation as the intermediate. Next one is the distinguish between basicity and nucleophilicity. The nucleophilicity मध्ये न्यूक्लियोफाइल ॲक्च्युली कुणाला म्हणायचं, न्यूक्लियोफाइल इज अन एनी स्पेसिस हॅव्हिंग अनशेअर्ड पेअर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन विच कॅन बी युटिलाइज टू रिॲक्ट विथ इलेक्ट्रॉन डिफिशियंट स्पेसिस. म्हणजे जनरली the nucleophile have unshared pair of electron which can be transferred to the electron deficient species. Okay. While basicity, that is the base. So what is a base? Base, it is an any species which can accept the H plus ions. Okay. So the first difference is basicity, it is the extent to which base accept the proton. Nucleophilicity, it is the rate at which nucleophile form bond with substrate. The substrate कोण असेल तर any electrophile which having electron deficient. Next point is it has absolute value in terms of Kb or pKb. Which one? The basicity. Okay, and the other side nucleophilicity, it is the relative term. ओके, म्हणजे बेसिसिटीला काय असणार, फिक्स व्हॅल्यू आहेत. न्यूक्लिओफिलिसिटीला फिक्स व्हॅल्यू आहेत का, नाहीत. इट इज अन रिलेटिव्ह टर्म. म्हणजे आपण काय म्हणू शकतो, ए इज मोर न्यूक्लिओफाईल ॲज कम्पेअर टू दी बी, बट ए हॅव डू नॉट फिक्स व्हॅल्यू ऑफ न्यूक्लिओफिलिसिटी. ओके, द थर्ड पॉईंट इज it is the thermodynamic term, while the nucleophilicity is a kinetic term. The fourth point is it affects the position of acid base equilibrium, and nucleophilicity affects the rate of reaction. So at the last part of the chart, that is the nucleophile, that is the Ro minus, that is alkoxide ion having the nucleophilicity 40. Okay, while the alcohol having the nucleophilicity 1. Remember always, nucleophilicity, it is an relative term. Okay, and basicity, it is the extent, that is the absolute value in terms of pKb or Kb. Okay, then the last distinction between the acidity and electrophilicity, same as the basicity and nucleophilicity. The electrophiles कोणाला म्हणायचं, electrophiles is an electron deficient species which accept the electron pair to form the bond with substrate. आता या ठिकाणी सबस्ट्रेट कोण असेल, तर ह्या ठिकाणी सबस्ट्रेट असेल न्यूक्लिओफाईल. म्हणजे न्यूक्लिओफाईल हा इलेक्ट्रॉन रिच असतो, तो इलेक्ट्रॉन डिफिशियंट म्हणजे कोण, इलेक्ट्रोफाईल, त्यांना काय करणार, इलेक्ट्रॉन देणार. आणि न्यूक्लिओफिलिक आणि न्यूक्लिओफाईल आणि इलेक्ट्रोफाईलमध्ये काय होणार, बॉन्ड तयार होणार. तर ॲसिडिटी म्हणजे काय असते, ॲसिडिटी इट इज अन कपॅसिटी टू डोनेट H+ आयन्स. ओके, म्हणजे काय, ॲसिडिटी इज द एक्सटेंट टू विच a species lose a proton, while the electrophilicity, it is the rate at which electrophile forms bond with substrate. Again, I'll seek the basicity. Acidity is also absolute value of Ka or pKa, while the electrophilicity, it is the relative term. Then the third point is it is the thermodynamic term, while the electrophilicity is kinetic term. The fourth point is it affects the position of acid base equilibrium, it affects the rate of reaction. So as you can see here, the difference is same as basicity as versus nucleophilicity. So remember, basicity, it is the extent to which the base accept a proton. Acidity, it is the extent to which acid donates the proton. Nucleophilicity, it is the rate at which nucleophile forms bond with substrate. And electrophilicity, it is the rate at which electrophile bonds with substrate. So what is the example of nucleophiles? That is the, as we discussed, the alkoxide ion, the alcohol, then the amines are the general examples of nucleophile, that is the nucleophilicity. And the example of electrophilicity is AlCl3, that is Lewis catalyst. Lewis catalyst, all Lewis catalysts act as a electrophile. Then the carbonyl carbon, it is also electrophile. Okay, so here we completed our the difference, that is the mainly three difference: transition state versus intermediate, basicity versus nucleophilicity, and then the acidity versus electrophilicity. Now the next lecture is neighboring group participation. Okay, we will see in the next lecture.